Welcome to Adventures in Solitaire. Today we'll be playing through Part 2 of Legendary Kingdoms, Crown and Tower.
Alright, so a couple of things. If you can hear some audio background, I'm going to do what I can. Do some audio sort of wizardry. It's not really. But to try and fix some of this background noise. We're actually filming in a different location due to heat and humidity. We also kind of took a bit of a break because we obviously lost character. And we'd already spent about a little over an hour of real time. It won't translate to an hour for anybody watching, but that's what it took for us. And we had to create a new character, transfer items, come up with a plan of action, have a right time of day and everything. And honestly, if we kept waiting for humidity and everything else, this video would have been put off for so much longer. It can be really hard sometimes to try and find the right space and time with our family size, and everybody's home for the summer, so it makes things a lot more difficult. But we're ready to pick up now, and where we left off with losing a character, and we had decided to go back to the inn, and I couldn't quite find the rules about character replacement, but I'm pretty sure I remember reading it that you can just replace with a custom character or a pre-generated character. Given that I do like the stories that can happen with these pre-generated characters and some of the cool things that would never happen without them, I went ahead and picked up another pre-generated character, and I'll transfer him onto the same sheet later. But I picked up Brash. Now, you'll notice that I'm on the screen almost front and center, but that's only because of where we're situated. I actually have over here my fiance, who I'm being very mean to. And she is absolutely here. She's just off camera, so you'll get to hear from her as well, of course. And yeah, so right now we're gonna try to get back to the town and see if we can't fulfill the original request by who was it that gave us that request? Do you remember? Some member of the house, some
House of Dane.
Yeah.
That I think worked for her father.
Yeah. Basically, we're going to go ahead and fulfill his request to secure the town so that we don't have another orc raid on another town again. Which is what kind of got us into trouble where we lost Akihiro. With Akihiro being dead now from that combat. That can happen, that can certainly happen. But, yep, pretty sad about that. But, all right. So we can follow the river north to Brightsands, which is where we need to go, isn't it?
Yes.
So we're going to do that. We're going to turn to page 440. And given that I know that everybody must have missed you, and they hear from me all the time, would you like to do the honors of reading the first passage?
Sure. So, if you have the code B74...
I'm checking.
You're a code checker.
I'm checking. I don't see B74.
Okay. You have arrived at the large fortified town of Brightsands, which stands boldly over the beautiful Lacklong, a shimmering lake of fresh water, full of fish, and dotted with small, wooded islands. Brightsands is the richest town owned by House Dane. Its iron mines, timber industry, and freshwater fish bring it great wealth. Huge iron barges, protected by company knights and troops of river guard, escort the raw iron ore all the way to Longport City, where they are smelted and forged into the famous Longport steel ingots the county is so famed for. The town would be a prize for any disgruntled noble or orc raiding party, and the walls of Brightsands are more than 10 feet thick. Will you visit the town governor, Lord Stephen Fairbrother, stop at the Talisman Inn, visit the local marketplace, go to the Dane Hunting Lodge, only if Sir Jessica Dane is your party, visit the tower of Walter Foxe, visit the town gaol?
Sounds right.
Go northwest into the Duchy of Pindralore, follow the river south, or go east into the Sonderleign Forest.
Holy cow. All right, so...
Choices.
Yes, choices. So this actually is not that abnormal. In fact, this isn't as big of a list as is possible for a town. So we certainly have some options, and this is one of the things that I really enjoy is that, in your typical choose your own adventure or your interactive fiction, you get just a few options, but this is like you get to wander around and explore, and things change. Like you could be exploring the town, and something can happen, and the next time it won't because of things you've done. So I really like that. But so, babe, what do you think we should be doing here?
Well, I kind of would like to explore before. I mean, ultimately, we have to end up at the hunting lodge, right? Because that's where.
So do you want to go visit the marketplace again? We usually
Yeah,
do that.
I don't think we don't necessarily need to go to the inn. But yeah, the marketplace, and maybe see what this town governor has to say. I mean, we're there to protect the town anyway, right?
Yeah, so you want to marketplace first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 1058. The noisy marketplace of Brightsands is full of townspeople, rivermen, and soldiers. Baked pies and ample farming goods are in common supply here, although weapons and armor are limited. All right, so we decided to go ahead and pick up a pry bar, and then we split the sales of a
Iron Great Axe.
thank you, the Iron Great Axe. So we're gonna I think we're finished here, right? We're gonna head on back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 440, and the next place you wanted to visit was you wanted to talk to the governor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You make your way to the governor's house, greeted by house guards as you climb the steps to the front door. If you have a Fairbrother family crest, we do.
Oh, we do.
Turn to page, because my character does. Yeah, that was from the first book. So this is also kind of where I talked about how things that you do in other books affect other books. So we're going to see that for the first time, yeah, dear?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess if that's the first one in as an option here, you do that because you keep reading. If you have a Seal of House Dane,
It's in order.
okay.
So yeah,
We're
it's
going to 1043.
yeah. So it's kind of like a logic piece. These are the order of importance. So yeah.
Okay.
So if you have Fairbrother family crest, turn to page 1043. When you present the ancient crest, there is initial confusion amongst the guards, but they nonetheless invite you into the house. You are taken to a large waiting room dominated by stuffed animal heads, which proudly display the hunting prowess of House Fairbrother. One impressive display even features 3 heads of a chimera, a horrific beast with the heads of a dragon, a crocodile, and a tiger. If you have code B28, we do not. Turn to page 1190. If not, read on. You are kept waiting for several minutes, but finally an elderly herald enters the room, announcing the arrival of Lord Fairbrother. Turn to page 810. I think it's your turn now, dear, unless you want me to keep going.
Lord Fairbrother greets you warmly as you show him the ancient crest you found in the Mordain ruins. Centuries ago, my family embarked on a crusade to the Valley of Bones, hoping to bring civilization to that benighted realm. It ended in failure, but Tsar Elizabeth Fairbrother, my ancestor, remained behind in the city of Mordain and married one of the governors. Alas, her line died out when the city was destroyed. Thank you for returning this to me. Lord Fairbrother presents you with 200 silver coins and a tome of knowledge, which gives you a lore +2 in exchange for the Fairbrother family crest. Cross this off your equipment now. Thanking Lord Fairbrother for his generous reward, you depart.
Woohoo, goodies. So 100 for each of us?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just went ahead and split the coins. I was going to go ahead and give her the Tome of Knowledge, but she felt, because I chose Brash. I don't think I said that, did I? Did I say I chose Brash?
Yeah, I think so.
But I chose Brash, and of course, he's no replacement for a character who's had experience, and especially an entire book's worth of experience. And that, I mean, it hurts because you miss the character, but it really hurts when you lose all that experience. And some of the ways that you get experience are not repeatable. They just are not. And I mean, you can run, for the most part, to my knowledge, if I ran through with Brash through the entire book as much as he could through the Valley of Bones, he simply wouldn't level. I don't think there's any other leveling opportunities there for either his attributes or his health or otherwise. So she decided to go ahead and give him the Tome of Knowledge to beef him up a little bit, which I thought was sweet. But we're now returning to page 440, which I think brings us right back to the manor or whatever it is. All right, so do we want to go visit the town governor again? And see what?
Was it weird to go back there?
Well, I don't know. I would say let's go. So there's other options, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a Seal of House Dane or Sarjessica. We have both, yes?
Yes.
So 592. Lord Stephen Fairbrother welcomes you to his house again, immediately offering you wine and food. He is keen to have any allies of House Dane stay with him, both to boost his personal status — he's only a country lord, after all — but also to provide moral support. Brightsands is a frontier town that protects the borders of Daneland, and he likes to make sure its protection is always foremost in House Dane's mind. You may access the vault here if you wish. By the way, a vault is where you can store items and you can actually access them. So if we stored something in a vault in the Valley of Bones, if I'm not mistaken, and we haven't had stored anything in the vault, but if I'm not mistaken, we can actually access that anywhere. So it's kind of like a magical vault in a way. Now, do we have anything we want to store in a vault?
I don't think so.
I've got a dragon head.
I have a vial of poison.
That would be one heck of a vault to stumble into.
A block of incense.
Yeah. Wow. Poison and incense. Well, I guess that'd make it better. All right. In addition, you may stay in Lord Fairbrother's house. All party members can restore their health to scores to maximum. Spellcasters may spend silver, etc., etc. If you have the code B64 and you don't have B71. B71. We don't have B71, and we do have B64. Thank you. All right, so we fulfilled that criteria. So we're turning to page 43. And Lord Fairbrother is pleased to see you again. Your coming here is prescient. The Lord Baron is right. Orc raids into the country are becoming intolerable. Lacklong has become a virtual battleground between the River Guard and Orc raiders. Scouts have seen dozens of campfires on the edges of the Badlands, and the far shore of the lake is swarming with orcs building their crude boats. An attack is imminent, and in such numbers that there is no hope of my limited garrison being able to hold them off. You ask to see Lord Fairbrother's troops, and he escorts you to the garrison. He has a fine troop of merchant militia, who are armed well with mail coats and long port steel billhooks. But a brief inspection reveals that they have poor discipline and morale. A sturdy unit of crossbowmen, recruited from the local miners and foresters, look in bitter spirits, but they are at best support troops rather than frontline fighters. Lord Fairbrother will give you control of his armies for this crisis. Record the following units in your army box. Note that these troops are in the Brightsands garrison. All right, so I'll do some real quick upkeep. Also, so while I'm doing this upkeep, there's something I kind of wanted to point out, because when we did that battle, we forgot to make a morale roll for one of our units, and we had to roll a 1. And it was when I was saying in the previous video, if we have 0, I'm just going to assume that when we have 0 morale, I'm going to house rule it, and this is what we're going to do. But what I forgot is I was trying to think about whether that was going to work or not, and I think that it does mechanically, because the next roll would fail irregardless. But I never made the roll to try for a 1. So I'm going to assume that odds are we were going to lose that, because I don't think that was probably the only mistake I made. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we lost that unit, and in that particular case, the unit that we lost would have been the Dane Longbowmen. So I'm going to get them off this paper, and we'll say we lost them, just because we want to play it fair. That way nobody can say we don't try. You know, I'll be honest, there was a point when we had Akihiro. Yeah. We really wanted to re-roll that. Yeah. We really, really, really badly wanted to re-roll that. It was really...
Like, can we just start this video over?
Yeah, yeah, that's what we wanted to do. But, you know, we felt, you know, again, I don't like to cheat, and that really hurt. That really hurt real bad. So, anyway, we did that. Let's see. We were reading. Where were we? 41? No?
43.
43. Okay. Have you no knights, you ask? I am in the process of mustering a unit, but funds are tight, admits Lord Fairbrother. Unless House Dane can spare me some additional funds, I doubt I will have more than a handful before the orcs arrive. What else can we do to prepare, you ask? Get me more soldiers, of course, exclaims Lord Fairbrother. The garrison at Beverstone must have some. Knights from Foxley Castle would be ideal. Perhaps a deal could be done with House Ross and Strongstone? Their help would be marvelous. Gain the code B71. So 202 is where we need to go next. You want to go back and talk to the Lord again now that we've had that option?
You're in Lord Fairbrother's war room. Maps of the region are laid across the table, and the captains of the army endlessly discuss strategy. The orcs continue to close in. They must make their strike before the winter, so time is short. If you do not have them already, you can spend 1 bar of gold bullion to raise a company of Brightsands Knights. You cannot have more than 1 such company in your army at any given time, and if you lose the Brightsands Knight, you cannot muster another force.
But we don't have gold bullion. Okay.
Note that knights gain +1 bonus to their strength in the first round of combat due to their heavy charge. Lord Fairbrother can also reorganize your troops into different garrisons. Any troops in the Brightsands Beverstone or Fosterley Castle garrison can be transferred between the garrisons at your discretion. Because Brightsands is not a seaport, you cannot transfer armies you own in other books to this garrison. If you feel now you have enough soldiers to face the orcs, turn to 253. If you feel you need more time to raise troops, you can return to the town square by turning to 440.
I think we should go to 440.
Yeah.
I don't really think we're ready.
So we have the option of visit the Tower of Walter Foxe. I don't know what that is. Visit the town gaol.
What about the go to the Dane hunting lodge? What is that?
Will there be troops there?
Well, just as far as places to visit.
Our goal is to get more troops, correct?
Yeah, but I have a feeling that's going to be a whole process. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But are you wanting just to move on and go look for troops and not look around the town, I guess? Is what I'm saying? Are you wanting to skip looking around town?
Well, when we visit the tower and visit the town gaol, it is the town, is it not?
Yes, yeah. So, wait on the Dane hunting lodge. Would you want to go to Walter Foxe or the town?
Let's go to visit the Tower of Walter Foxe.
424.
Walter Foxe is technically the house wizard for the Danes, although he spends little time at Fosterley Castle, preferring to do his research in the tower at Brightsands. He is forbidden to offer his services to anyone except agents of House Dane. If you have a seal of House Dane, or Sir Jessica Dane is in your party, turn to 85.
We have a seal of House Dane and Sir Jessica Dane.
Yes, we
so
do.
85.
As agents of House Dane, Walter Foxe is willing to sell a number of different spells to you, if you have the money. You can only learn these spells if you have a spellcaster in your party. Remember that a spellcaster cannot have more than 6 spells in their spell book at any given time, though you may cross off a spell you currently have to make room for a new one. So it looks like we're offered...
Wow.
Well, honestly, that's a lot of money. Ice Bolt, available for 500 silver coins. You conjure a great block of ice and hurl it at a foe with magical strength. Make an immediate attack with a fighting score of 8 against any opponent.
That's a lot, baby.
Yeah, it is. Nightcrawler, available for 500. You conjure shadows to help conceal your stealthy tasks. Cast this spell when you fail a stealth check. You gain an additional 3 automatic successes for this check only. Teleport Circle. Oh my gosh, look at that. 2,500 silver coins, which is not even an option.
If we sell our stuff, we might be able to do it.
Tilt. For sea combat. Your opponent's ship rocks, suddenly distorting the aim of the weapon. During its next attack, one enemy ship loses 2 attack dice.
That'll probably be really useful in the next book, maybe even this one. I suppose it would when we're going back and forth in a boat. But I think the ice bolt that's pretty nice.
Powerful.
So it's basically 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
For 1 roll, and then we had to spend 50 silver to replace it.
Correct.
What do you think?
That's a lot of coins.
Okay, let's wait.
I mean, that wipes out.
Maybe one day we'll get rich. We need to play the Legendary Kingdoms lottery somewhere.
So really, we're not doing anything. So Walter's also willing to allow us to use the teleportation circle in his town. If you have the teleportation circle spell and wish to cast, if you do, you may instantly transport yourself to the following locations, which we do not.
So 440.
Well, that didn't do us much good.
Nope, we're next.
Well, let's go see what the town gaol is.
406. The Brightsands Gaol is smaller but more hygienic than the ghastly gaol of Longport City, but it's still not a place where you want to spend much time. If you have fewer than 4 party members in your team, you may recruit some more from the gaol. Either another named character... Oh, that's how you do it.
I guess so.
Well, we would have done it anyway, and we didn't need to for any rolls. So, now we know. Or a character you generate yourself using the advanced rules in the back of the book. You can never have a character of the same name appear twice in your party. It costs 300 silver coins to buy another party member, and they start with no equipment.
Well, aren't you glad we didn't spend our money?
Yeah. I'm even more glad that I get to spend all of it now.
Did you get rid of some of mine?
Well, we can balance it out later. Where were we? The party member without a weapon has their fighting score reduced by 1 point in combat. That's after we spent, all of our money. So 440. That would. I'm glad we
Except
had.
we had equipment to give him.
Yes, thankfully we had that 440. Now we've gone to the Gale. We've done Walter Foxe. We've done everything but the hunting lodge.
Hey, how about we go to the hunting lodge?
Oh, let's do that.
The Dane Hunting Lodge is located a mile outside of town on the edge of the Sonderleign Forest. Sir Jessica remembers coming here as a girl and has fond memories of mixing with other girls of her class and station before beginning her grueling errantry to become a knight. If you have the code B73, turn to 289.
No.
If you have the code B63,
Yes.
turn to 8. You are greeted by the staff as you approach. Lord Almond has laid on a staff of almost 2 dozens to tend the house, gardens, fireplace, and kitchens for you. You meet Juliana Staunton, who is to be your midwife and the wet nurse to your child. The whole situation feels suddenly very real as you introduce yourself to the kindly but stocky peasant girl. Lord Almond has already explained the nature of the child you are expecting, and she is not fazed when you speak to her privately in the garden. It will be an honor to look after your child, my lady, she says earnestly. You promise to provide her with a good pension for her efforts, but Lord Almond has already arranged even this. You feel overwhelmingly grateful to the old castellan. What would your family do without him? You are not due yet, so you thank your staff for their labors and make your way back to town. Wow.
Interesting. So this one's interesting. It says, go northwest to the Duchy of Pindralore. Turn to The Gilded Throne, page 326. That's another book that's not been written yet.
Well, how does that work?
We wait for them to write it. Yep. And then we can follow the river south, go back where we came from, or go east to the Sonderleign Forest.
So what are we doing at this point? We're looking for troops?
Yeah, so he talked about looking for troops. I think it's probably a good time to kind of maybe look over the map and see what our options are. Because right now, we have directions we can go, but it doesn't help us if we... So...
Look, Pindralore.
Yes. All right, so we are right here. And we came up from here, from Eppins Point.
Correct.
But we have not been to Sunderland. We've not been to the Cutterley Wood. There's some ruins down here. We've not been to Twin Pines. I don't remember by York by Long. I don't remember that. Or the White Church. I don't remember that. Or High Point Castle. I don't remember Almskirk, though I think we've been there. And I don't remember Strongstone. And there's this really nice looking thing that looks like a really pretty cave.
A really pretty cave.
Yeah, like it flowers and everything. Just very inviting. See? Doesn't it?
If you say so.
Does that not look inviting? Does that cave not look inviting to everybody else? I think it does.
It looks evil. It looks like it has a face.
It looks like a teddy bear that wants to give us a hug.
Yeah. Or a troll that's already growling.
So, we've got some... Well, there's an island there we can go to. There's this little squid thing out in the sea. But being serious for a moment, we've got tons of places to go, really. But we're right next to a forest we've never been to.
Yeah.
You're giving me a weird look.
We're just going to venture off of the looking for...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Troops.
I was getting excited about exploring places.
We're not,
There's not a timer on it, really.
No. So you want to go to Sonderleign Forest?
Yes, I think so. What page is that?
624.
624.
Now, not for nothing, but if we end up losing another character, remember that this was your idea.
That is not fair. You get to make the next choice. She is not nice, folks. This is how it goes. Okay. So you remember that when I have her roll the dice. All right. So my turn, yes?
Yes.
You have entered the depths of Sonderlein Wood, a vast forest with a grim reputation in the kingdom as the hangout for wicked hags and savage ogres. Somewhere in its depths are the Sonderlein Drops, a dungeon filled with great treasure, dear. Oh, and deadly traps. You are soon lost.
Lost! Yay for us.
great. That's...
You know, if that was real life, I could see us getting lost.
Oh, well, that would happen anyway. That's just what happened.
Yeah.
All right. So, baby.
No, I'm not rolling the
yes.
dice. You are. This was your location. You picked it. You get to roll the dice, so that I can rub it in your face.
What's it? Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. We rolled an 8, which is... Oh, these are all page numbers.
Yes.
Holy cow.
1137.
Oh, no. That's a lot of entries. Oh, man. We could be lost here forever.
You come upon a small piece of clothing hanging in the bushes. You curse. It's a bit of material from your own garments, which you snagged on the sharp bushes an hour ago.
It was yours.
You have been walking in circles. The trees are packed so tightly here that they are like a labyrinth. You must find a way out of this miserable patch.
Well, we're trying to find a way out of the miserable patch. I'm still trying to find the right entries, so that's how we get lost. That's what happens.
So, we have to make a skill check.
Uh-huh.
Using survival.
Team check. That means 2 of us will be rolling.
4 successes are required.
All right, so we need to roll 5 or above with 4 successes. Now, my survival is I have a 3 and a 1. What's your survival?
I have a 5 and a 4.
Then you will be rolling our survival, I think, dear.
It's all on me after all, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, darn the luck.
So, we have to roll a 5 or better, right? And we need 4 successes?
Let me get back to the entry. Where is this at again? Oh, no, 5 or better and 4, and we need to roll 4 successes. Now, which character are you rolling first?
Jessica, she's the 4. That's
okay.
How many dice is in there, right?
Yeah, yes.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Here, that one doesn't count.
2 successes.
Okay. And now I need to roll 5?
Yeah, you need to get 2 more successes.
I did not work. Rot-row. If you fail, all party members lose 1 health point as supplies begin to run low. You must make the check again.
All right. All right. Dear, you don't want me rolling. I get to roll 4 dice for all my characters. I'll fail before I get started. 1, 2. 3, 4.
Yay! That wasn't too bad.
No.
If you succeed, you manage to stop walking in circles, although you're still in the depths of the wood. Turn to 624.
All right. And you want me to roll this, I assume?
Yeah, because we're back where we started, right? What do we find this time? 8? We go back to 8?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we really are lost. So...
All right, dear. Make your roll.
Escape the forest labyrinth.
Yeah. Sorry. 2.
I sense a pattern here.
The same pattern that we used to get lost in the forest?
Yeah.
3. Well, it really is a pattern, dear.
It totally is. So 1 health point. All right. Come on, Sir Jessica. 2. 2. Oh.
No,
1.
just 1.
Aww.
We're going to die in this forest. And it's not going to be a character, dear. I think you underestimated it. You underestimated my ability to get our entire party killed.
Apparently. All right. Sir Jessica.
2.
Do you want to blow on him or anything? Yay! We survived, and now we're back at the beginning.
624.
All right. Let's roll something better than 8.
A 7?
Okay.
738. Oh my good gravy. Ugh. Ogres stalked these woods, so it was only a matter of time before you stumbled upon a pack of them. We're all gone. The great brutes stand 10 feet high.
Oh my goodness.
And left their cubs and axes as they emerged from the forest gloom.
Oh, look at burly ogre, angry ogre, sly ogre, or wild ogre?
The sly ogre only appears in this battle if you have fought ogres previously in your current expedition to the forest. The wild ogre only appears in this battle if you have fought ogres at least twice in your current expedition to the forest.
So, really, we only have to... We're fighting the burly and the angry, right? Look at their health.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
If we win, baby, we get 15 whole silver coins for each of them.
All right. So, at least we're only fighting 2. Let's just try not to roll a 7 again. Let's go after the angry one.
Okay.
All right, so...
4 or above.
And Star Jessica rolls 6. So I need one more die.
Why is this a 5 right there?
She's pregnant, remember? She lost one.
Oh. So she's rolling 6. Like you said.
Imagine that. Can I have another die? Thanks, dear.
You're welcome.
And I roll on a 4 or better?
Correct. You got 3.
No, that's not an option.
1.
Oh.
That's pretty close, babe.
Yeah. It doesn't leave much work for you.
All right. So we have Tasha. She's going to roll 7 dice. Oh, she's really special.
3.
Oh, 3. She got 3. That's good. I didn't see that other one. The light was reflecting off of it.
So how many does Brash roll?
He gets to roll 6.
Oh.
So not too bad.
Well, no, that's both for, yeah.
Yeah, for a new character, not too bad at all. But he's also got almost no armor.
Right.
Because he's wielding that double-handed greatsword.
Yeah.
Oh, Brash is awful.
Well, remember, he's still learning.
He's not going to have a chance to learn for too much longer if he keeps rolling those dice.
He kind of rolled what Amelia did.
He's going to get a join.
She's had way more practice.
He's going to get a join Akihiro on the great beyond of Legendary Kingdoms.
No. Let's be positive. All right. So now they're battling us or fighting us. Or it's their turn.
Yeah. They're rolling 4 dice apiece and they hit us on a 4 or above.
So hold on, because this is where I get confused when they get to attack us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like the burly ogre, it says 8, and then they
Oh,
roll
shoot.
8 dice.
It does mean that. Yeah.
But to get a success, it has to be a 4 or better.
Correct.
Wow. Do you want to pat me on the back?
You feel better now?
Not really. I feel kind of embarrassed now, but that's okay. All right, let's go.
I'm embarrassed. I missed it. The 8 and the 4. I'm getting tired. It's like almost 1 in the morning here. We had to stay up this late just to get some people. We actually were going to record a lot earlier, but we had a chain of events that happens, which is pretty typical in our home. Again, we have a large family, and stuff always seems to happen. So, yeah. We don't have much longer in the recording. We're going to keep going for a little bit here, well, at least for the end of the fight. So, what? Tasha has an armor of 5. What do you got there for your armor?
Jessica has a 6, and Amelia has 4.
Okay, let's do Tasha first. 1.
2.
Tasha will roll 2 for armor. I'm going to hand roll this one. She fails and takes 2. She's down to 3 health.
Okay.
And who's taking it next?
Jessica?
3. Alright, so you get 3 dice to roll for defense. And you take 3.
Ouch.
Yep. What does that leave you with?
2.
Oh, yeah. Not looking good. Alright, but they're done. They're done, and, the other one only has 5 health left. I think I'm going to go Tasha attack.
Okay.
We got 3 hits and maybe 1 more. No, 3 hits. Down to 2 health. I'll Brash go with 6, correct? Whoa.
Nice.
Brash chopped his head off. Way to go, Brash. Keep it as a trophy. All right, dear.
All right, so 6.
Yes.
All right, so this is going to be Miss Jessica.
1. 2.
And Amelia.
1, 2. 10 health left. And he gets to roll 8. Who's he rolling against?
Well, not Jessica. Amelia has
9.
6 health
He
left.
gets to roll 9 dice.
Amelia.
1,
Oh my
2,
goodness
3,
gracious.
4, 5. How much armor does she have?
4.
Okay, she can roll 4 dice, so she's going to take 1 hit for sure. She will take 3 total. Yep. And
She has 3 health left.
all right, so who you gonna attack with?
Jessica.
You're gonna do 10 damage between the 4 of us.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not a great start.
No. 2.
2. All right, 6. You can do it. You can do it.
3.
Nice. Who was that?
That was Brash.
Okay.
No, that was Natasha. This is Brash.
2. He has 1 health left.
Yep, watch him kill somebody with that 1 health. All right.
Well, I have 1 with 2 health and 1 with 3.
All right, Brash.
Yeah, take 1 for the team, Brash.
With your 2 armor. 1, 2.
Not bad, not bad.
No. And he didn't take it.
Awesome.
Oh, I hit the mic.
Good going, Brash.
All right, so Brash is going to turn around and hit him. That's what's going to happen.
That's right, take him down.
Yeah.
He has 1 health left.
1 health left.
Yay!
Brash takes another head. He's got 2 heads.
He's making up for lost time.
And we get. Don't forget, we get the crazy amount of silver here for.
I think Brash has earned the 30 silver coins. And we're back at the beginning. And we're going to 624.
All right, so you want to keep going?
12 more minutes before I need to
624.
make my way to bed.
Okay. 624, and we rolled an 8. Just kidding. The look on your face was priceless.
I was not paying attention.
It was a 7.
It was not. Stop it. What did you roll for real?
A 716. She's got her hand on her face. She's embarrassed for me. 716. This is who I had to live with, she says. This part of the forest is filled with thorny bushes that scratch and tear at your flesh. All party members must lose 1 health point. Well, Tasha's down to 2.
Go to the forest, he says. I want to explore.
Brash goes down to 5.
Jessica has 1 health left.
Well, you want to use your healing spell?
I don't have to be in battle to do that.
I don't believe so, no. We can double check. It should be in the front of the book. Actually, wait. Yeah, Soothing Touch. It says adventure or combat.
Okay. Then, yeah, probably so. That would give her 5 health back, right?
Yes, and you want to know what the spell does. I'm teaching the wizard how to cast her spells. According to your spell book, I'm translating this as that you receive 5 health points. Oh, wise wizard.
I'm going to poke you with my pencil. All right. Back to the beginning.
All right. Here we go.
I'm going to watch this time.
You're going to watch?
Yeah. So I'll know if you're lying.
3. 1080.
You have reached the colossal and spectacular ruin known as the Sonderleign Drop. Before you stretches a wide chasm, the midday sun failing to illuminate its shadowy depths. Split open like the layers of a cake is a fantastic underground city. The topmost layer, some 20 feet below the surface of the forest, appears to be a magnificent plaza. Its cracked stone columns enwrapped in tree roots strain to keep the weight of the earth from the statue-filled arcades. Below the plazas, a temple district displays domed edifices of worship and lofty tombs of the long-departed rulers of the city. Beneath that, the light straining to touch them, lie the vaults of the city, sealed off with heavy doors of stone. This is not a place to explore without caution. Many bold knights and cunning wizards of Royce have ventured here and never returned. It's half a day's walk around the chasm to reach the ruins. Throughout the day, as the shadows lengthen, you are sure you can glimpse flickers of movement among the dead stones, but you are so far away that you cannot make out any details. By late afternoon, you are standing above the ruins of the city. An old wooden stairway, crudely constructed by previous explorers, promises to take you down into the depths. The stairwell climbs the side of the chasm with no handrail or barrier. A single slip promises death to anyone unlucky or simply careless.
All right. So here we have a choice to make, but we are dangerously close on time here. So basically we can, go. We've got a few places we can venture here, or we can we could, test our luck on rolling the dice in the forest again. And yeah. So, we'll be making that choice, obviously, next time on video, when we record again. Of course, that won't be part of this video. And I don't really think I have anything else to say. That was quite the adventure. Good choice for you made to take us in the forest.
No.
You winked at me. That's what you wanted to do.
You can't tell lies like that.
So, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I'm a little nervous about the next time. I feel like we're going to start it out with killing another.
I feel like we're going to start out with
Team
killing
member.
like everybody, like one party member or everybody.
Yeah, because Jessica has her health back, so the pregnant woman might survive.
Well, pretty much the only way we could continue the game at that point is we couldn't if we had a party wipe, because there's no one else to go back to the city to spend 1,000 gold to get everybody back.
Right.
All right. Well, as always, if you've listened this far, or if not, I appreciate you spending the time with us, and we will look forward to seeing you soon.
Oh, wait,
Here she
mine.
comes. Thanks.